Miss them, don't you?
Thought you were asleep.
Oh, with all this noise going on.
Hey?
Been listening to your brain ticking over all night, mate.
Sorry.
Listen, we've all been there. If it helps to talk.
Not really.
Must have been lousy for you yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's never easy once you've had a taste of the outside.
It's not that. One of the kids, he took it badly.
Sorry.
He broke down, crying, sobbing. I feel so helpless stuck in here. If only I could have stayed with him. Like just for a few hours.
Don't do to dwell on it, mate. He's there and you're here. I know it's no comfort, but you've got to face facts. At least he can visit.
He needs me with him. He needs me now.
Look, I know it's not easy, but you've really got to let go. Concentrate on getting through this. It's the only way. You'll go mad thinking about what you could be doing.
What do you know?
I'm 67 years old, mate. That's what I know. And I spent 36 of them banged up in places like this.
Do you think I'm going to end up like you?
Yeah. If they find you guilty.
Have you given any thought to your birthday yet?
No, not really.
Only your mum and I were wondering about driving lessons.
What, on the academy?
What do you reckon, love? Think we can run to a car if he gets his licence? Ange?
Sorry?
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Still thinking about Sarah?
She was a good friend.
Look, I'm sorry if I haven't been more help.
Everybody knows what a busy man you are.
Something bothering you, Ange?
Like what?
I don't know. Is there something you want to say to me?
Nothing that hasn't been said 1,000 times before.
Look, I know I've been neglecting you and the kids, and I'm sorry, but things are going to change, I promise.
Yeah.
I mean it. From now on, things are going to be really different in this family.
Have you seen Andy?
No, I've just got up.
There you are, where have you been? Take your boots off and I'll make you some breakfast.
I don't feel like eating. I'm only come for keys to the shed.
Well, you've got to eat, especially if you're working.
My mum's dead and my dad's in jail. How can anyone think of food at a time like this?
Andy, I know how upset you are, but life has to go on, and so do you. Neither your mum or your dad would want you to starve yourself.
You don't understand.
I'm trying. I know how close you were to Sarah and how upset you are, and you've every right to be.
I don't have any right at all to be upset.
Of course you do. She was your mum.
Yeah, it's my fault she's dead.
Andy, how can you say that?
It's true.
Hello? Oh, hello, Jack. No, everything's fine. No, why? Yeah. Yeah, okay. No, I appreciate that. Yeah, of course I will. We'll see you later. Bye.
Dad? Is he all right?
Yeah, he's fine. He wants us all to go and see him this afternoon.
Really?
Of course. What did you expect?
Oh, not for me, love. I'm not really on my grub this morning.
Oh, not like you.
No, I'm just not hungry.
You're going to tell him?
Not much gets past you, does it?
Oh, sometimes it does.
I know. I just don't feel I have a right to ask you about me and him.
Hey, Zach, you're my husband. If you don't have a right, who does?
You're 1 in a million, you know that.
Yeah, I do. But if you're worried about telling him you're his dad, just don't tell him.
But he has a right to know, hasn't he?
Yeah, but it might be better to say nothing until we see how things work out.
What are you going to do about that little looker then, eh? I mean, she's sat up there at home farm laughing at us all.
She's been kicked out of the family. That's punishment enough.
Right. So we can get rid of her stuff then, can we?
You leave that to me. I'll sort it.
Well, you've got enough on with work.
Hey, what are you up to?
Look, I don't care who does it. All I don't want is for you to go anywhere near home farm. Do you understand?
Eh? I only said I'd sort it. I'm not a delivery boy. If she wants it, she can come and get it.
She's living there.
With Chris Tate.
Charity Dingle at home farm.
I believe it's for her own safety.
How do you mean?
Well, from what I understand, there's been a big falling out at the Dingles. Kane's already been round the Tates threatening her and Chris. They had to bring in the cops to sort it all out.
Who's told you that?
Is that it? Well,
Isn't it enough?
have you seen my Christmas stock? It's all the very best and at really reasonable prices.
Ah, well, no, I'm already fixed up for Christmas, thank you, Viv.
Oh, so you spent all your money in Houghton this year, did you?
No, well, tell you the truth, I've got one of Eric Pollard's Christmas hampers.
Oh, you as well? Is the whole village trying to put me out of business?
Mrs. Carroll Waring.
She's still in bed.
So where do you want this?
What is it?
Personal belongings, that sort of thing.
Through the back, I suppose.
And the rest?
Rest? What do you mean, rest?
This is just the first one, love. I've got a van full of them out there.
Do you reckon it's safe to go out?
If they were going to do something, it'd have happened by now.
Right, come on then, let's go.
Oh, hang on. Where to exactly?
Where do you think? To get me stuff?
The Dingles, you must be joking.
Well, if you're scared, I'll go on my own.
It's not that. Look, I've got some jobs to do for Chris this morning. Wait till this after and give me a chance to clear it with him.
I don't want him knowing, all right?
What if there's trouble?
Be no trouble if you're there.
Oh, you don't know what it means to me to have all my stuff with me again. Oh, look. Now, I got this for the 97 Golf Club dinner dance. Might suit you.
Very nice. There's rather a lot of stuff here, don't you think?
Yeah, well, you know me, Viv. I don't travel light.
I can see that.
You know, it's all very well living in somebody else's house, but it never really feels like home until you're surrounded by a few familiar things. You know, precious possessions.
I suppose so, but where are you going to put it all?
There's loads of space. I mean, your wardrobe's not exactly bursting at the seams now, is it?
It's very full.
Full? Well, it's not what I'd call full.
Look, why don't you leave some of it packed? I'm sure I can find space for the boxes.
I can't have my clothes stuffed in these boxes. They'll get ruined. They need hanging space, these do.
Right.
Look, you just leave it to me and get back in your shop. By the time I've finished, you won't even know there was a delivery.
Are you going to eat that?
I don't think so.
Oh, can I have it then?
Help yourself.
Waste not, want not. That's what my old man used to say. Got to eat, you know, mate. Keep your strength up.
Yeah.
I meant what I said, you know. About eating. I mean, I know it's mostly pig swill, but it's nosh, and it keeps you going. Besides, now tells to look forward to in a dump like this, is there? Not much else to pass your day.
Well, why don't you just keep eating and stop talking then?
Like to talk me, don't I? You just call me Gabby in the army. Never knew I were in the mob, did you?
No.
Oh, yeah. King and country and all that. Follow the flag.
Didn't exactly have you down as the patriotic type.
Oh, yeah, royal family and all that. Always loved them, you know. Not that I'd volunteered, mind you. National serviceman, me. Thought I'd have it all nice and cushy at Catterick and Colchester. But oh, no. Once basic training were over, we were off to Korea. So I legged it. Ended up in Shepton Mallet, the army nick, doing 7 months. Still, better than being stuck in a slit trench being attacked by 2 million Chinese every day, eh?
You were behind bars even in the army?
Written, wasn't it? Born to be a con me. Well, it didn't seem that funny at the time. But if it helps to cheer you up.
That's all the essentials taken care of. Now, how about a nice box of chocolates or something a bit frivolous like that? It must be very dreary sitting in a prison cell all day long.
Viv, Jack's on remand. He's not in prison. He hasn't been found guilty of anything yet.
Still, I reckon a box of chocolates will do the trick.
OK.
Card centres? Last him longer?
Yeah, how much?
$11.90.
OK, there you go.
Pleasure. Thank you. Oh, is Emily planning to grace us with her presence sometime today? Only I could really do with her back full time once you sorted yourself out.
Well, I thought you got Carol helping you out.
Well, she is here, but she's not exactly helping.
See ya.
Oh, what a job I've had.
You weren't joking when you said your wardrobe was full, were
What's
you?
all this then? Had a clear out, have you?
Yeah, well, I didn't need mine. I mean, most of them are dead frumping. They're well past the sell-by date.
This is all mine.
No, you must have had them ages. I was going to throw them away, but I thought, no. Waste not, want not. Some charity shop in Otten will be glad of them.
Well, I'm glad you think somebody might appreciate them.
Yeah, well, when you're desperate, you wear anything, won't you? So now it's just my stuff and ornaments. Oh, can I leave this lot with you?
I think that would be the wise thing to do.
And if you're making a cup of tea, I could murder one.
Yes, I think murder may well be on the agenda before the day is out.
It's all you can find to do. Don't start, all right? You know, me and Emily are outside trying to keep the farm going. And you're in here fiddling around with some toy on the kitchen table. It's not a toy. Well, it's not helping. Oh, and crying in front of all them people yesterday is. Don't you think Dad's got enough aggro without having to worry about you? Well, I couldn't help it. I was just as upset as you. I don't think you were. Oh, here we go again. Poor old Andy, the only one suffering. It's not that. Well, what is it? Come on, tell me. I can't.
What's all this? What's going on?
Nothing.
Andy? I could hear you going on at each other outside in the yard. I really don't think a shouting match is what any of us needs right now, especially your dad. So why don't you both calm down and go and get ready while I make us some lunch? Go on. We're leaving in 1 hour.
Hiya.
Jack.
Hiya. Boys.
I've brought the shaving stuff you asked for, and Viv thought you might like some chocolates, but they wouldn't let me bring them in.
Ah, well, never mind. Harry would have enjoyed the chocolates.
Who's Harry?
He's my cellmate.
Is he here?
No, he's not got a visit today.
That's a shame.
Yeah, well, he's pretty old and he's a long way from home. And we're all a long way from home in here.
Yeah, but not for long.
Nah, get out of here in no time.
No developments then since yesterday?
Like what?
Oh, nothing. Nothing really.
Well, Victoria sends her love.
Who's she with?
She's with Emily.
So you managed to keep on top of things at the farm?
Yeah, everybody's mucking in.
Nearly everybody.
Nice to see you, anyway.
Yeah, we've all been looking forward to it, haven't we?
Yeah.
You say they called you?
Lisa did, yeah.
Well, should be safe enough then, shouldn't it?
Could never tell with Kane. He's off his trolley.
Still, he can't have sold your stuff. Else she wouldn't ask you to pick it up.
Unless that's just an excuse to get me here.
Wait here.
Ah, I see. Still playing lucky for Christie.
Don't start on me, Zach. I'm just the driver.
There's no need to sit skulking in that car.
I'm not skulking. And don't think I'm frightened of anyone here.
Maybe you should be then.
Get real, Kane.
Oh, I'm real, darling. It's you who's living in Cloud Cuckoo Land.
I'm very disappointed in you, Charity.
You've let this family down.
Family? What? You're not my family.
Oh, well, I'm glad you feel that way. It'll make what I've got to say easier.
I haven't come for a sermon. Just give us my stuff.
Get it, Kane. So as you know where you're at, and there's no confusion, once you've got your gear and left, there'll be no coming back. And I'm not talking weeks, or months, or even years. I'm talking forever. Once you've left this house, you won't even be a memory. As far as the Dingles are concerned, you don't even exist.
Yeah, well, that's fine by me. Now, can I have my stuff?
Oh dear. Sorry.
Kane!
It's an accident.
Where are my shoes?
Oh yeah? Silly me.
Where is it?
What?
You know what?
You wanted shoes? You got shoes.
You pig!
I think you better go.
Yeah, come on, love. You got what you came for. Let's get out of here. It's gonna be all right.
Why have you let her put that there? It's horrible.
Oh, don't you like it? I think it's rather nice.
It's tacky. And why she moved all her stuff in? If you ask me, I reckon she's planning on staying a lot longer than Christmas.
Oh, Donna, give her a chance. She's had a hard time. I can't see an old mate homeless over the holiday, can I?
Fed up with this. I'm off out.
Come on, love. You always help me do the Christmas tree, ever since you were a kid.
Yeah, well, I'm not a kid anymore. And if you move someone in, you should ask me first. It's my home as well as yours, you know.
Shut.
What do you want?
To share my good fortune. Just a little gift to thank you for inspiring me into what has turned out to be quite lucrative.
Well, you've got a damn cheek.
Viv, I'm here in the spirit of Christmas.
Well, you're not welcome, so you can take your hamper and stick it where the monkeys stick their nuts.
I'm not sure I want to know where that is.
You are a crook, Eric Pollard. You know I have not sold 1/4 of my Christmas stock since you started this hamper game.
Hey.
What are you trying to do, ruin me?
Hey, it's not my fault people recognise value when they see it. The trick is finding the gap and filling it.
Yeah? Well, you better not open your mouth anymore, then.
You know your problem is, don't you? It's not the gear. That's fine. It's the cheer. No Christmas cheer. Works wonders with sales figures. See ya.
Can we finishing off your visits now, please?
Right, come on then.
Thanks for coming.
Yeah, take care of yourself.
Yeah. Look, I wonder if I could have a minute with Andy before you go.
What?
Please. Kathy,
I'll go and see Sir Robert.
you haven't said anything, have you?
No.
Oh, thank God for that.
I ought to, though. It should be me in here, not you.
Listen to me. I can hack this. We can all survive if you just keep your mouth shut.
But it's hard. I feel so guilty. It's like I've killed both of you.
You mustn't think like that, son. It was an accident. Just do as I say, OK? Yeah, come in.
I fancy an XR2, but if it came to the crunch, I'd settle for a Merc.
All right, well, I'll just nip down to the bank tomorrow and sort that out for you.
To be honest, I'd be happy with a banger.
Look, if you do get a car, and it's a big if, it's not going to be a banger, I don't want you ending up wrapped round some tree because of dodgy brakes. Anyway, got past your test first, haven't you?
Hey, it's been a great afternoon. I feel like it's my birthday already.
Yeah, we don't do this often enough, do we?
Pity Dad isn't here.
Yeah, well, you know your dad, he'll probably be glued to his desk for another hour at least.
Is everything all right between you two?
What do you mean?
I'm not stupid. My mind doesn't just revolve around cars and birthdays, you know.
Yeah, we'll be all right. It's not easy living with the same person for a long time.
Especially when he's never here.
Yeah, well, everybody needs to spend more time together, don't they? Just like us.
But if you're not happy, why don't you tell him?
Yeah, maybe I will.
Get a bit of romance back in your life, eh?
Be all right, you know. Be easier next time. I remember first time my kids come to visit, we all put on a big show. Got used to it after a few trips, so things got better.
Will you shut up? Will you just shut up, okay? What do you mean?
He was crying. And I had to leave him. He was crying and I couldn't do anything. He was crying and I had to watch him go. I'm their father. I should be with them. They need me. I should be with them and I'm stuck here in this stinking place with you. I want to be out. I want to be out.